Still not exactly answered to me if this so-called epilogue means that the series is coming to an end, or if it's just epilogue everything else. It doesn't help that next week apparently there won't be any Seven Deadly Sins, even though next chapter is called 307. So yeah, there is just some things here that are a bit too difficult to understand. The Angry Anime Fan, the Despair Reviewer, Nanatsu no Taizai, chapter 307. The Holy War is finally over, but there have been heavy losses of it all, as the king talks to the dawn, but also says that even though they can grieve for their lost loved ones, they should not do that much more. After all, he too has lost loved ones. So, but he wants them to go to a celebration tonight. Elsewhere, the three troublemakers are reunited as Gil collapsed when he tried to gather Margaret, but no, escort Margaret. But Hendrickson managed to save them. Elsewhere, it's creating a comical moment that, well, you know, that it's pretty unfair for Hauser, though, that even though Veronica is here as well, it's the fact that Hauser is the only one that does not get a girl, and in fact is kind of jealous. He mocks Veronica for that, saying that they should just hook up, while of course doesn't really like that Gil and Margaret flirt. So yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. I mean, he liked Diana, but Diana had now only eyes for King. So yeah, I mean, if this series ends and Hauser did not get a girl, that is kind of unfair. Then again, what kind of girl would he have gotten? That's the question, really. Elsewhere, the two friends, the enemies that were friends and now are allies and friends, is apologizing to each other for many things more. But Dreyfus is also saying that he understands why he did what he did. But he also saying that Dreyfus saying that worrying about Hendrickson is the thing he gets to do more. After all, he has lost. He no longer has his wife, and also his son is grown up. Elsewhere, the team of Jericho and Gila meets up, as well as the fairies and the giants, Gerhard and I forgot, but either well, elsewhere it's elsewhere. How do you say that? Sorry that I hesitated a little bit. I guess my mind isn't all there. What I mean to say is, Hawk complains of the fact that he couldn't do anything. And here's something I have to say. Normally that is meant to be of emotion, but for me, I just find that, oh well, come on, you're a pig. You're not supposed to be that useful. The fact that you have that voice in the anime is not suitable for you either. You should have had another one, I'm just saying. Still, it's the fact that Bun and Meliodas, after being hit by Bun a little bit, suggest that he should encourage. He did what he did, although there's a comic scene that he tries to hug them, but they just dodge. So elsewhere they sing the goodnight song of that his brother Wild sang to Hawk. And although Hawk cannot remember and calls it a lame-ass song, he cannot stop his tears. And they all then gather a boar hat, every single species of humans, dwarfs, and more, and fairies, of course, all gathering together in a party, as well as the one archangel that is actually left. So they all have their funny moments here. It's truly is peace. It's the moment that a lot of people were perhaps looking for. The moment where all the different species united and just had a good time. Although, to be fair, there's one person still missing from this picture. Whatever happened to him? No, seriously, what happened to him? Where is Seldris? I know he wouldn't exactly join the gang in a celebration. given everything they've done. But what happened to him? Are we just gonna ignore the fact that he was mortally wounded? Did he die or something? I mean, come on. Couldn't we have gotten a clue? The chapter ends though on a sober note as Ban and Meliodas have a private talk outside. As Ban mentions when it's next time, as he says to Meliodas that you can't stay here much longer, can you? When is it that the day you'll be gone? Either that means that Meliodas is gonna leave Britannia and go elsewhere because of the enormous power he has, or it probably means that he is going to die, despite the fact that the curse is broken. Because it's worth noting one thing. The curse made Meliodas completely immortal, so even if he dies, he will eventually resurrect, because it's in purgatory. And what I'm trying to say is that there is this... it's worth noting that he has lived over 3,000 years. And no matter what, it seems like a demon's lifespan is 1,000 years. So is Ban implying that Meliodas' time is now gonna catch up to him, and then he's gonna die of old age? I mean, even Meliodas himself suggested that that would happen. Or is he saying that there is going to be another journey? I mean, the title of itself is The End of a Long Journey Begins. But as I said before, Nanatsu no Taizai is on a break next week, despite the fact the next chapter is called Epilogue 2. So whatever is happening, I have no freaking idea. If Meliodas is really gonna die of old age, that will be a very somber way, but it will also be a way for this manga to end. So I mean, it's just a heartwarming chapter in itself, but to be honest, unlike some heartwarmingness, I'm still not exactly so sure what I want to say about this chapter. I think it has to do with the fact that I still haven't gotten my answer yet. Is this the end of Nanatsu no Taizai? I mean, I haven't checked Enemy News Network yet, so maybe the answer lies there. But I cannot deny the scene with almost all the species gathering together for a celebration is a celebration. And it's just like that heartwarming chapter. So yeah, other than that though, it didn't affect me that much because of that unanswered question. But you can give me your thoughts if you have any.